Hey everybody, welcome to my show with no name. I'm going to have a look at Ron McKernan, also known as Pigpen. He was born in 1945 and died in 1973. I believe that makes him 27 at the time of his death. He's an American singer and musician. From 1965 to 1972, he was a member of the Grateful Dead, a band particularly unlucky for keyboard players. As a kid, he taught himself to play harmonica and piano while listening to his father's record collection. As a teen, he met and befriended Jerry Garcia while socializing in the Bay Area. And they played at gatherings as members of various jug bands. A jug band utilizes homemade instruments made out of ordinary household objects like a washboard and sewing thimbles, a wash tub base, spoons, bones, and a comb and tissue kazoo, but in combination with folk instruments like banjo and guitar. And Ron played harmonica and Jerry played banjo in Mother McCree's Uptown Jug Champions. Bob Ware was around. He must have been about 10. No, I jest. This jug band would become the Grateful Dead, with Ron as vocalist and frontman. Before that, in 1964, the Champs released an album, and here are the songs. 1, Overseas Stomp by Will Shade. It's very hot tuna-like. 2, Ain't It Crazy by Lightnin' Hopkins. The Rub, kind of hillbilly-esque. 3, Boo Break, Get Your Booze Out. It's like if you want to boo the band, now would be the time. 4, Yes She Do, No She Don't, DeRose and Trent. Get Your Red Hots here. 5, Memphis by Chuck Berry. Cross Harpin' Pigpen. 6, Boodle and Shake, Palmer and Williams. Bunka Bunka Bunk Bunk, that kind of a song. 7, Big Fat Woman by Hayudi Ledbetter. 12 bars. 8, Borneo, that's a traditional folk song from the Betty Boop 1927 review. 9, My Gal, also a traditional. Ron singing this is where he has a comfortable place, because the Dead was doing music like Alligator, and Ron didn't really like that hippy-dippy stuff. I mean, I love Alligator, don't get me wrong. But as far as Pigpen was concerned, it's like, fuck Alligator. That's the way it was going, though. You know, that's what led to him, kind of getting tired of the whole thing and eventually checking out. Then he did My Gal. I think I told you about that. Yep. And next was Shake That Thing. It's a Papa Charlie Jackson number. And it's all the same song. Next is Beat It On Down the Line, Jesse Fuller. That's a coal mine song. 12, Cocaine Habit Blues, traditional. Yeah, Coke's been around a lot longer than we think. we think. 11, Beetle 'em Bum, a Booker T. Bradshaw, Ruta Toot instrumental. Next, On the Road Again, Surely Bob, Natural Born. 15, The Monkey and the Engineer by Jesse Fuller. Left the engineer with a worried mind. 16, In the Jailhouse Now, Jimmy Rogers, Tennessee, Kentucky, that kind of sound. 17, Crazy Words, Crazy Tube, Yellin' Ager, Bobo Diobo, Red Hot Mama. 18, Band Interview, R&B, Dixieland, 20s and 30s, minstrel songs, and of course, the blues. 18, no, that was it. They ended on that. But that was it. This is an album that came out before the Grateful Dead put out anything. Zodiacs by Mother McCree's, then the Warlocks, and then the Grateful Dead. Easy to go from one to the next, right? Besides Jerry, Bob, and Ron, there was Dave Parker on washboard, Tom Stone on mandolin, and Mike Garbett on washtub bass and kazoo. How's that for some Americana? Funny how Jerry did old time music on his Old and in the Way. He said that he put that stuff out because he didn't think that Michael Jackson music was really that good. And he wanted people to have an alternative to Michael Jackson. It was Ron who suggested they form an electric band. His influence waned when the guys switched to psychedelic music, getting away from the blues and R&B. Ron didn't do acid. He did do hard liquor. 7 years of doing this left him in bad shape, and doctors told him to quit touring. And he retired from the band in 72, and he died of gastrointestinal hemorrhaging in 1973. Famously, Pigpen passed away, and the Grateful Dead went on. Bunch of keyboard players did not survive their tenure with that band. It's just one of those things. Hope you enjoyed my show, A Short Time with Pigpen. It was way too short a time, wasn't it? Well, I'll be back with I got this band up next called Leprous. I think they're like a semi-prog metal band. I wish I could stay here and do this. Why don't I just do that? I know you like it. If you didn't like this stuff, you wouldn't be here.